my name is Truth Renaissance, and I'm coming to you from beautiful Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. And today we're going to make a recipe that my good friend Liz Forrest has on her website, and I'll share that link with you. It's called a pumpkin seed nog. Now, any of us that have enjoyed eggnog and can't have it anymore for whatever reason, if you're dairy intolerant or you just don't want to have dairy anymore, and you want something that's healthier for you, this has pumpkin seeds, medjool dates in it, some vanilla, salt, cinnamon, nutmeg. So it's really jam-packed with a lot of nutrients for you. Now, in case you didn't know, I'm going to read this from here that I've printed off. Pumpkin seeds have manganese, phosphorus, magnesium, copper, zinc, protein, and iron in it. They have an antioxidant support, antifungal, antiviral properties. So they're very, very good for you. Now, I will state that all of my stuff that I use is organic, and so because when you, especially if you're making it into a liquid form, you want to get all the good things and none of the bad stuff. Dates, the medjool dates have potassium, fiber, protein, calcium, iron, vitamin B6, and magnesium. So again, very good for you. Now, what you need is the night before you're going to make this, you soak a half a cup of raw pumpkin seeds. You soak them overnight, and you also soak, so that's my pumpkin seeds soaking here in one of my jars. Also, you soak a half a cup of pitted dates, which I find is about 5 or 6 of them. So here it is here. And you soak that in 2.5 cups of water. You're going to need, she uses a vanilla bean, but I don't have that, so I use the raw organic vanilla powder. And I use an organic cinnamon that I buy in bulk at my health food store. I'm going to use Himalayan pink salt and a little dash of nutmeg. So let's get this going. So we've got our dates that have been soaking in 2.5 cups of water, and I use filtered water. So if, the better the water, the better the product is going to be. So put that into the Vitamix, and then I need another 2 cups of water. So excuse me for a second while I get that. Pour that in. Now we need to take our pumpkin seeds and rinse them really well. So I use a strainer, pour it into the strainer. Rinse those good. Add that to the mix. A little dash of nutmeg, and I find that I can't put too much nutmeg in because my body can only tolerate so much nutmeg. A little dash of Himalayan salt. Salt is good for you. You know that the Himalayan salt, the pink Himalayan salt, is very good for you. So you can Google that if you want. Now we need to add 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. So normally I would use a proper measuring spoon, but today I'll just use a regular teaspoon. Put in 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. And I've made this a few times, and it's really great with a latte. And it does work well in the frother of the latte machine. So instead of using milk, I'm now using this. And instead of using those store-bought alternatives like almond milk and coconut milk, this is what I use now. Okay, so now we're going to put that into the Vitamix, and it's going to make a whole whack of noise, but if you've got your Vitamix going at the same time, it's going to be just as noisy. So put it on, turn it on slowly to start with, then increase the speed. You want to get it nice and frothy and make sure that everything's incorporated, and then you just pour it into, you can drink it, and so you're drinking it fairly warm actually, or you can put it in the fridge like I do and then use it for, you can put it on cereal, you can use it, like I said, as a milk substitute in the latte machine, and it turns out really great and it's really good for you. You can sprinkle a little more cinnamon on it if you want. And so that's a version of a nog. So thank you for joining me. Bon appetit. And again, I'm Truth Renaissance, coming to you from Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada.